What's good? What's good? This is your host, Swag Boy, from swagboy360.com. Today's episode, Brother Polight exposed. Oh, yo, what I'm about to show y'all is gonna blow your mind. It's gonna touch you in the inside, yo. It touched me, son. Like, I'm not even the type of dude that get emotional, son. Like I ain't gonna say I cried, but it made me feel some type of way. What I'm about to show y'all. What I'm about to show y'all is an individual that was being mentored by Brother Polight. Now listen, I'm about to play this video. The video I'm about to show y'all of a dude, guess what? The dude is dead. Now, Brother Polight ain't kill him. You know what I'm saying? The dude I'm about to show you, he had health problems going on, right? But this video, he did it years before he died because he felt that inside, he got to let people know. Now, I ain't going to lie to y'all, man. Before all this, I was rocking with Brother Polight, yo. Brother Polight was one who kind of woke me up and made me feel like I should believe in myself. Like, he made me consider being quote unquote atheist because he said, "You are God. You are God." That was Brother Polight saying. But then you know what I kept hearing? I kept hearing how he used to scam people. I keep hearing about people talking about how they taking his money. And once I kept hearing multiple people say that, it made me stay away from him. Because multiple times, when Brother Polight used to do his Facebook live stream, he used to tell people, yo, I'm getting money doing this, I'm getting money doing that, join me and all that stuff. I was really considering going to his website, buying books, buying his programs. But too many people, Young Pharaoh, Brother Sinetta, other people with names, kept accusing him of the same thing. I said, yo, let me fall back. But then, today, I discovered a dude that died that let me in. Well, he let us in on his YouTube. He let us in the inside of what looks to be Brother Polight's cult. Now, I'm about to show y'all this video, man. I'm about to show y'all this video. I'm gonna be stopping this video at times to critique it. If y'all want to watch the whole video, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. But this video that I'm about to show you, man, is deep. And you know what I mean? It is kind of sad, man, what the homie went through, man. So we about to break it down right now. Here we go.
You know, South Korea, Asia. And all there was to I've been following Brother Polight. Like, he woke me up into consciousness. Like, he was the main reason, that and Bitcoin. And I told him this, you know, like, you woke me up into consciousness. And I started following his teachings. I started doing the tax liens. I bought a few of his books. A few orders didn't come through. I didn't trip on it. I just charged that to the game. And I love this brother. I really, really, really love this brother from the bottom of my heart. I didn't even know him. All I knew of him was virtually, from what I saw virtually.
Now, stop right there. The dude just said, I love Brother Polight. What he meant by this, when he was watching Brother Polight, he was motivated. He was inspired. Like, Brother Polight to this man was his hero. But watch how Brother Polight did him. Listen.
And I knew that he had a lot of hate, a lot of people hating him. And I didn't necessarily understand why. And everyone's calling him a scammer, people call him a fraud, people this. And against my own better judgment, I chose not to believe that. I chose to believe that he had a powerful message, and that, you know what I'm saying, that it could really help our people, our black people out. So I hit him up one time for the mentorship because I was so inspired after watching one of his live streams.
See, now stop right there. Now, He just said, I hit him up for the mentorship. Now, Brother Polight, he has a mentorship program. This brother right here was watching Brother Polight, inspired. Guess what he did? He hit him up. He said, yo, Brother Polight, I want to be down. I want to be a version of you. How can I be down? But watch what happened.
But when he hit me back, I didn't have the money. And I felt so bad, so terrible. I felt like I missed out on an opportunity to change my finances, to change my life, and be Brother Polight's mentee. So I said, man, if I ever have the money, it was $3,500 for the minimal.
You hear that? $3,500 for Brother Polight's mentorship program. If you ain't got $3,500, he's not mentoring you. Think about $3,500, not $35, not $350. $3,500 is what it costs to be mentored by Brother Polight.
Mentee, if I ever had that money, I would invest it with Brother Polight, and I would change my life, financially, So I had the money. It was over $100,000, and I hit up Polight like the moment I got out.
Wait, let me stop you right there. He finally got $100,000. Guess where he got this money from, y'all? Guess where he got $100,000 from? His father died. This man you watching right here, his father died. This is the money that his father left him after his death. He got the $100,000. He said, wow, let me call Brother Polight now. Now I could be a part of Brother Polight mentorship. Because now he got $100,000, but he only need $3,500 to be down. But watch what happens.
Out of the bank, I hit up Brother Polight and I said, hey, I got the bread. I'm ready to start the mentorship. And he was like, oh, and he realized that I was in Hawaii. So it wasn't just like send a Chase or send a Wells Fargo. There's 2 different bank accounts. So I had to send, it wasn't sending him money. It was sending other people money. Women, men, people I didn't know about. People I thought or assumed were his financial advisors or people in his financial realm. So we're texting, we're talking, Western Union, MoneyGram. It was literally for like weeks. I'm sending him bread. And so I sent him bread for the mentorship, that alone. And then once that bread was sent, it was $3,500. He started talking to me, give me the mentorship, and gave me the whole spiel. And I was like, wow, man, I can't believe it. Like, I can't believe, like, I'm talking to Brother Polight. Like, I can't believe, like, I'm in this mentorship. And so the first investment, he was like, so he has a deal with tax liens, and if he buys a bunch of tax liens at once, then he gets a discount from the county, and it'll cost me about $30,000 to invest in the tax liens. And he said I would triple my money or something like that. Maybe it wasn't 30,000, maybe it was 25,000. I would triple my money in a half. That's what he told me, 3.2 times my return. And he said every 14 days, that's what he told me. 3.2 times your return every 14 days from your $30,000 investment. Then, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I could come up like that.
Now watch this. You see what happened when you lead with your heart? When you lead with your heart, you become just like this guy was. Gullible. Believe everything. See, there's a lot of people who I admire, but I'm not putting them on no pedestal. I'm not putting them on no pedestal because I know they human just like me. And I know if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. But he found out the hard way it was too good to be true. Watch what happens to him.
Just every 2 weeks. And then, so I started sending him that bread. Like, wow, man, I can't believe this is really happening.
So initially, Brother Polight already got $3,500 out of him, right? He just basically said, yeah, I got this investment going on with tax liens. Now, if you follow Brother Polight the way I did, he talks about the tax liens and basically a whole bunch of stuff that it sounds so good. You be like, wow, all I need is a small amount of money and I could be literally like a rich dude or wealthy. You be like, yeah, that could happen. And you know what? Let me tell you what Brother Polight did. I remember one event he had. I don't know if it was a debate or what, but he was at a venue and he brought people to the stage that he was mentoring that was wealthy or was buying houses and assets off his program. Make it seem like what he was doing was believable. Continue.
And yeah, so he told me I would get back $42,300 from the money I sent him, and I was like, dope. And I think I paid for the trust too. I'm not even sure how much that cost. Oh, so what I slipped up and I fucked up, and I told him how much money I received.
He told Brother Polight, I got $100,000. My father just died. I got $100,000. Brother Polight ain't thinking about that 3,500 no more. Brother Polight, he want the whole 100,000. Wow, son, he want all of that.
That was my fault, and I know in retrospect he took full advantage of that. He took full advantage, and as I'm sending him money, I'm thinking like, hey man, like, what else is on the next level of the mentorship? Oh, it's about 5,000 this and 5,000 that, and you get this and this. You get another streams of income. It's like 3, 6, and 9 different streams of income. So I'm thinking like, hey, it's just a little extra investment. Why not just get the other mentorship? Why not just step it up a level? And he was like, all right, cool, send me the bread. So I sent him the money, and then I'm like, sending him more money. I'm not even sure, like, and then I'm thinking like, why don't I was like, what's the next level? He's like, the celebrity mentorship. And I'm like, that's when I told him how much money I got. He's like, oh, I'm gonna just give you the mentorship I give Floyd and all the celebrities.
Now stop right there. Yes, if you notice, Brother Polight, he always around Floyd Mayweather. He was around that other dude, Meta World Peace, that used to play for the Lakers. Meta World Peace brought him on to the Breakfast Club. This is why I'm telling you dudes, stop being so impressed by like someone's celebrity status. Just because you a celebrity don't mean you righteous. You could be famous and living foul, son. Stop going for the celebrity. Stop being impressed with that. Continue.
Just give you that one. I'm thinking, damn, like, for real, it's like that. Like, I'm just gonna get the celebrity mentorship from Brother Polight. Like, all right, like, for sure. And then later he was like, oh, you want to come out to LA to buy a condo? It's gonna cost $17,000. Was what? Just 17 grand? For sure, like no problem. It's like, oh, my wife, Rootz, she's a property manager. She'll manage it for you. You're gonna be an entrepreneur. You're gonna that'll be another stream of income. And I'm thinking, he's like, so when can you make it out to LA? And I'm like, damn, I don't know, like next week or something. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just living out of, so I ended up having enough money to live out of my van. I'm telling Polight, yo, I'm living out of my van right now. I just got this bread. I didn't spend hardly anything. You know what I'm saying? Hardly anything. I'm still so in frugal state of mind and just, you know what I'm saying, wanting to invest, you know. And
dude was living out of his van, son.
Change my future. And so, yeah, I bought the ticket, you know, and I bought a few music instruments just to hold me down because I need my music spiritually. And then I bought a ticket to LA. And then Polight was like, yo, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet you. You know, and I'm like, yo. So I go out.
Before he continue, yo, he ain't lying, yo. He ain't lying. Because one thing about me, I'm a good judge of character. I look at how people expressing their words. I'm looking at body language. I'm listening to their voice. Boy ain't lying, son. And that's why it's so sad, because I know at the time he was hurt, yo.
Out to LA. I go to, I forgot, the Galleria or whatever. I forgot what they call it, over there, in Beverly Hills. And then, so I meet him in person, like, yo, man, like, you changed my life. Like seriously, brother, I'm so excited to meet you in person.
Boy just embraced Brother Polight. He just embraced him. He said, thank you, Brother Polight. You saved my life. Oh, man. I see what they mean when they say never meet your heroes.
And I wasn't sure what to do. Oh, he also told me, bring as much money in cash on the plane with you.
You hear that? Brother Polight said, bring as much money in cash on the plane as you can. Oh, it's going, listen to this.
I was like,
man.
How much can I bring? He's like, up to $10,000. And so I brought $9,000 in cash. And the moment I met him, I gave him the $9,000 in cash. And I didn't know what was going to happen. And he was just like, all right, I got things to do. I need to hang out with my wife. I'll see you later. I'm thinking, all right, let me just get like an Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? I never Airbnb before. And so yeah, and I'm just kicking into my Airbnb thinking like, all right, what's the next step? And I'm thinking, he's like, yo, you can rent one of my cars. I own a part of the luxury car company. And how much, and he's like, this is how much it's gonna cost, $1,200. Like, and I'm thinking, damn. So I gave him like $3,000 to rent the car, or the rental cars, the luxury car. And that's when the first sketchy thing happened that first came up. And him and Almanette and my op pulled up. I said, hey, you guys changed my life. You guys changed my life.
Almanette and I think that's his wife and his daughter. I believe so.
Let's go upstairs. So, and he's like, I'll be back later. I'll drop off the car later. And I was like, hey, yo, I just want to go see my old homies. I'm from LA. I want to go see my old homies. And he was like, all right, I'll drop off the car later. No word from him that night. And I hit him up late, like, yo, you still dropping this? Like, yo, yeah, if you still need me to drop it off, I'll drop it off. And I'm like, all right. He's like, yo, I'm busy. And I'm like, okay.
You see, a dude came from Hawaii to California, and you got the nerve to tell this man you busy? Son, he came from Hawaii to California with $9,000, son. And you telling this man you busy? All right, look, keep listening, y'all.
And then I think the next day comes by and nothing yet. And I'm like, he's like, no, I just wanted the car to be ready. It was raining. Somebody else went and washed the car. The car washed and that. And so straight up, no fucking car. And I really think the next step after that, yeah. So that's what happened. And I don't know, for some reason I let it go, because the next thing was like, yo, I'm about to go to Vegas this weekend. You want to come with me? I'm about to go in the music studio in Vegas. I want to see if you want to come with me. You want to come? And I'm thinking like, yo, like, what does that mean? Like, do I got to drive behind you? Like, are you going to be with your wives? Because he's always like, I don't have any men around me. So I was trying to be like respectful. Like, you're like, what are you implying? He's like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm like, yo, I'm not sure. And so that's the first time he flipped out. He's like, did I ever tell you something? Like, did I ever tell you that? And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm just trying to be. He's like, I don't know. He just kind of flipped a little. And I'm like, whoa. All right. Like, yeah, of course I want to go. Like, of course, like I'm totally down to go.
Of course you want to go.
And I'm like, yo, I'll even drive. I offer to drive. It's like, no, you don't got to drive. I want to give you the mentorship. I want to go over the mentorship with you on the way there. So just knock out a few things. And I'm thinking, dope, man, dope.
Just easily sold. Like you can't just be so easily sold, yo. Like the individuals you dealing with, they gotta prove themselves to you, man.
So yeah, we go, and then I didn't know it was Nina at the time, but we go and pick her up, and then we go and pick up the cameraman.
He said Nina. He said I didn't know who she was at the time. Wait, I want to rewind it for you so y'all can hear what he said. He said Nina. So I'm gonna show y'all who Nina is, y'all. This is very important.
Dope, man. Dope. So yeah, we go, and then I didn't know it was Nina at the time, but we go and pick her up.
Nina, let me tell you who Nina is. Nina is what I would call a better looking version of Nicki Minaj. Y'all know what Nicki Minaj look like, right? Picture Nicki Minaj younger and more slimmer. That's Nina Rari, y'all. You know what? I know a lot of y'all saying right now. A lot of y'all saying, swag boy, you don't know what you talking about. Ain't no way Brother Polight had a girl that looked like Nicki Minaj, even better rocking with him. I'm about to show y'all right here. Watch this. I'm about to show y'all who Nina is. It's Nina right here. This her Instagram. Nina.Rari. Hold up. I want to show y'all how cute this girl is. This her right here. Tell me she don't look like a better version of Nicki Minaj, yo. That's Nina Rari right there. Hold up. I want to show y'all something else too. Hold up. There's something important. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Baddie, son. Baddie. Baddie, son. Now, let me tell you why this is important. The reason why her Instagram is important in this video right here, because y'all remember a couple of months ago when Brother Polight got locked up in Miami for some type of child endangerment. He's messing with a little girl, and then, you know, the girl had stains on her shirt, whatever. Once this happened, Nina deleted all pictures she had on Brother Polight on her Instagram. You didn't see no more Instagram posts with Brother Polight in it. But she's still rocking with dude. Now, I don't know if he innocent or guilty, but she deleted all pictures of Brother Polight on Instagram. Now, here's what I think was going on with Brother Polight and Nina. I think Brother Polight is financing Nina Rari's career as a rapper. Because Nina, she wants to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really hear too much of her. Like, I heard she was rapping something. I mean, it sounded like a little cute thought song. You know what the thoughts like, little city girl type music. Brother Polight, I believe, is using his mentorship money to finance her lifestyle. I'm gonna let him continue on it. Go ahead, man. You got it.
And then we go and pick up the cameraman, who was a hella cool dude. And so we start driving. And then literally, like, he was like, "Hey, G, you want to drive?" And I'm like, all right. So yeah, I pretty much drove the whole way there to Vegas. And no mentorship for me. He was writing lyrics, going over with Nina. He was doing other mentorships, and I'm just having to drive. And then
this dude came from Hawaii to California to get mentored by Brother Polight. And it turns out he's nothing but Brother Polight's errand boy. Remember, he already paid $3,500. And then as soon as he got there, he had 9 stacks on him. All of it is going to go. Think about what he been through so far. He comes to California for mentorship and becomes Brother Polight's errand boy. Watch this though. Y'all ain't hear nothing yet.
He's tripping out about how soon he needs to be in the studio because it's going to cost him more money. And so I'm literally speeding to Vegas. And we get pulled over, I get the ticket. And he's like, don't worry, put that in your trash, write it off, it's all good. So I get to, and then we drive to the studio. And yeah, we get to the studio, and then we're just chilling. And then check this out. So I stopped drinking. I was going clean because I'm thinking, well, Brother Polight, he doesn't even smoke weed, doesn't drink alcohol. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I didn't even want to mention marijuana. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, yo, you drink, G? And I'm like, nah, I don't drink. He's like, oh, all right, well, can you run in the store and can you go grab some Hennessy for us? And I'm like, on the way there, I was like, sorry, bro, but if I don't drink, that's my rule. I don't pay for other people's alcohol. And he just didn't say nothing. And so him and Nina, they go and they grab the Hennessy, and then he grabs like potato chips, a bunch of fucking garbage from the liquor store. Like, seriously.
This is Brother Polight getting alcohol, potato chips. Mr. Vegan Man. This is Mr. Vegan Man. Everybody know Brother Polight is Mr. Vegan Man, son. Drink water, eating fruits, eating vegetables, eating green leaves and stuff. Just admit it. The dude just admitted, yo, he is not lying. Son just admitted, Brother Polight out here drinking, eating foul, son.
Please, my health master teacher just eating a bunch of fucking garbage, grabbing a Hennessy bottle. And I'm thinking, damn, all right, whatever, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I apologized. I said, hey, yo, like, I apologize if that made you feel uncomfortable about me. Just like, yo, you apologize too much. If we don't invite you around again, now you know why. He said this shit to me, and I'm like, damn, man.
Now, here's the thing, and this is very important what I'm about to show y'all. Watch how weak of a mentality he had. When Brother Polight said, you apologize too much. If you don't come around us again, you're going to know why. Because basically, it was Brother Polight indirectly punishing him for not taking his orders. When he said, go to the store, get us some alcohol. Homie stood up for himself. Homie said, look, that's my rule. That's my morals. If I don't drink, I ain't buying no drinks for nobody else. That's his own code as a man. You got to respect that. Brother Polight, he egged it. He egged him. He said he ignored it. But then, him being, this dude right here, being a man who he is, cryptorootz, being the man who he is, he felt some type of way. He felt as if he got to make it up to Brother Polight. He got to apologize to Brother Polight. And that's when Brother Polight checked him. Like, yo, don't mess this up, yo. Basically, the next time, he indirectly, with his body language, told him, the next time I tell you to do something again, you do it. Or you ain't going to hang around us no more. Watch this.
And, like, I'm already fucking up with this dude. Like, I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
See?
And just don't say nothing. Like, you know, I'm just not, just shut up and don't say nothing.
And do as you told, see?
So we hit the music studio that night. I stayed up. I was attentive. Nina, the artist, his wife or whatever, fell asleep. I was because it was my dream to be with Brother Polight, and it was also my dream to be in a professional recording studio making a professional record.
And it wasn't worth it.
Polight's like, hey, let's break out the shots. And then he's like, yo, it's spiritual. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, it's kind of like Bobby Hammond. I get it. He's like, all right, cool, G. So I take some shots. I have, you know, I didn't want to, literally, I felt some kind of peer pressure. I just didn't want to miss out on the vibe or ruin.
That's exactly what it was, Crypto Roots. That was peer pressure. You took a drink. You took alcohol. It went against your morals. It went against your behavior as an adult. You chose to take shots because you did not want to offend Brother Polight for the second time.
The vibe. So we did the Vegas thing. I obviously drove back, and what ended up happening was him and Nina got in a big fight, and Nina started disrespecting us.
See, Nina, remember, we're going back to Nina. Nina was the pretty Nicki Minaj looking chick. Now she disrespecting them. See, here's the thing. My thing is this, Brother Polight. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care what your belief in. How you ain't got your woman in check? I know she look good, but you financing her career. How you don't got her ass in check?
And so he flipped out on Nina really hard. Like
Okay.
Extremely hard.
Okay, all right. So he turned. Okay, all right, cool. Thank you. I'm glad you said that. See, he at least turned up on it and let her know who the man was. Thank you for confirming that, Crypto. This is why I tell you this dude ain't lying. This is why I tell you this dude is not lying, son.
Very hard. And I didn't say nothing. I didn't even look. I didn't say nothing. And I guess at that moment he felt like he could trust me because I act like nothing happened the whole time. I didn't tell him to calm down. I just didn't shut up. I ignored the whole situation. So it was afterwards, I drove him back and I bought them food.
He buying them food, y'all. Remember, he's spending his money. He's buying them food. Remember, he's going to see Brother Polight. He is a guest. Brother Polight is making his guests buy him food, y'all. Think about that.
Bought Nina food. And he was just like, that was the angriest I've ever been in years, and da-da-da-da-da. And I felt like at that moment he opened up more to me. He really, and so, is it still going? All right, man, I don't even know, like, the story goes so deep. It goes so deep. So it ended up happening where we get back and we ended up going to dinner. It was one of the other live streams, and at the end of the meal, I had to pay for everything.
See?
It was like a $400 bill. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, whoa. He was like, oh, that's an investment, G. That's put into your trust. Put into your trust. I'm gonna try to keep this as chronologically as in order that I can, but there's so many different times and situations.
Damn.
And every time I was driving him, I'm from the jungle. I'm from Hawaii. Yeah, I'm originally from LA, but I spent the last 10, 12 years. So there was so much pressure to drive in LA and get to Polight to things on time and just like, and then I was getting pressure from Raed, like, why are you going so slow? And, and I'm worried about driving his pregnant wife around Amanette, like, and
look how they was treating him, son.
And so it was a lot of anxiety and stress on that. And then I'm paying for Airbnbs. And I'm just literally waiting on Polight to call me. I still don't have no car, by the way. Oh yeah, when we get back to Vegas, he's like, all right, G, you know what? You can keep the car right now. You can keep the car, you can do your thing. And yeah, just drop us off, right? So I ended up having the car for a little bit, but it was his car. I never got the car that I paid for. You know what I'm saying? So I was driving around a little bit. I had a little fun, but at the same time, I'm spending left and right Airbnbs and fast food, thinking like, all right, so when are we gonna get this condo? When are we gonna get this condo?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like weeks and weeks went by, and he's like, yo, pay for the furniture. Oh, also I had to pay for the furniture. It was like $3 or $4 grand before I went out there. So I paid him that, and he was like, oh, there's real estate fees. I have people looking all over, so I paid him that.
Damn.
And then there ended up being storage fees for the furniture, so I had to pay him that. And I'm thinking, all right, like, I'm about to get all this back. And there's just so many times where I had to rush him and his wives, or him and Nina, to airport, had to go pay for the baggage. Yo, pay for this. Yo, pay for that. All this, I had to pay for him left and right. And I'm thinking, damn, like, and there was times, like the first time, I kept asking him for books. Yo, Polight, can I get a book? When can I set up the trust? When we can get
the books. He got a website. Brother Polight had a website where he had books and all that stuff. A lot of people said they ordered books from his website, never got them, yo. Never got them. Now it's all making sense, yo.
condo, and at that point, I felt it was kind of cheaper just to sleep in the car. You know what I'm saying? So and then I hit a point where I'm like, yo, honestly, like, I can't do, and he just flipped out. And he was just like, you know what, I'm giving you your refund back. I got a private interest holdings account, da-da-da. I'm just going to refund you your money, da-da-da. How disrespectful. I did all this work for you. And I'm thinking, like, about to...
No, he wasn't. And that's what a lot of manipulators do. See, what Brother Polight, when he said that, he was testing him right now. He was testing cryptocurrency to see how bad do you really want it. He was testing him to see, are you going to beg me to change my mind? I'm about to give you your money back, which everybody know Brother Polight ain't giving no money back. But he basically said it to him to see what his reaction would be. And he fell right into Brother Polight's trap. Look what he said.
Cry, like, fuck, did I just ruin this opportunity to, like, change my life? Like, and, man, and he was just like, yo, we need to meet up.
Yo, son was so caught up, right? Let's say by that time, he already gave Brother Polight $3,500. He had like what 9 stacks on him, maybe. So let's say for the sake of argument, at that time he gave Brother Polight $12,000. So basically, Brother Polight said, "I'm giving your money back." Here it is. Brother Polight is about to, according to him, allegedly give him all the $12,000 back. And if he did, if he agreed to take his money back, and let's say Brother Polight kept his word and gave him his money back, he still wouldn't take it. No, I don't want the money. Keep the money. Mentor me. Basically, he told Brother Polight, continue to abuse me. Continue to emasculate me. Continue to embarrass me. That's what Brother Polight was doing to this man. And he kept welcoming it. Brother Polight was a sadist, and this dude was a masochist.
You know, so he goes, we meet up, and we start building and start talking. And I don't know, this is what he does. He's a magician with words. But he ended up calming me down. And I said, all right, cool, no worry. He's like, yo, oh yeah, and you just need a little bit more investment, right? So I gave him like a couple $1,000, $2,000. And also, man, there's just so many times. And so I'm trying to think about all the times I gave him money. And so, the tax liens, I kept bugging, nothing. I haven't heard nothing. He said that was pending. The trust, never heard. I was begging him for books, hardly ever got them. You know what I'm saying? And then, that's going to be part 1, right? All
right, that was part 1. Now, check this out. I'm not going to play the part 2. But what I'm going to do for y'all, I'm going to leave the link in the description box so y'all can actually listen to his videos, man. Listen to his videos. Now, unfortunately, this dude that I played, he died. He passed away, man. But what's sad is that he had to live with the fact that he inherited $100,000 from his father. And he gave it to Brother Polight. He willingly gave it to Brother Polight. Now, we can't even be mad at Brother Polight. I mean, we could be mad at him, but we can't be mad because this dude, this victim played a big part in it. If he wasn't a masochist the way he was, Brother Polight would not have been able to do him dirty. Now, I always wondered about Brother Polight. Is he really a scammer? How could he be a scammer? How does he scam? What is his tactic? What is his ways? After listening to Crypto Roots, I know what people saying about Brother Polight is true in terms of scamming. I'm so glad I didn't choose to do business with Brother Polight. I'm so glad I didn't choose to buy none of his books, agree to any type of mentorship. It's one thing when one person says something about you. It's one thing when one person accuses you of something. But when you got multiple people who don't know each other accusing you of the same thing, I'm going to look at it as true, man. And you know what? Brother Polight, he knows how to pick it. He knows how to pick his victims. No disrespect to the brother cryptorootz, but he knew cryptorootz was harmless. He know cryptorootz couldn't beat him physically. He know cryptorootz wasn't gonna bust his guns. He was a harmless male. Brother Polight knew that. He made him an errand boy. A lot of you dudes, listen, some of you are harmless males. You let any dude do anything to you, just had a way with you. And then you surprised when you end up like this individual right here. And what's sad is that before he died, he had a child. And I know he wanted to do so much for his wife and child, but he couldn't because Brother Polight took his money. Homie had to relocate from the States to Hawaii. Did y'all hear what I just said? Listen to all his videos about Brother Polight. Listen to part 1 to part 8. Dude had to relocate to Mexico because that's what he could afford. He couldn't afford to go back to Hawaii. He couldn't afford to live in his car in California. He had to move to Mexico. So in closing, all I gotta say is, don't be so gullible. Don't believe everything somebody tells you. And for what I've learned, and as you can see from what you have listened to, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And that was today's episode. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'm going to catch you on the next go round, my nigga. Hello.